Have you ever stopped to think about how the decisions we make every day can change our lives? In his best-selling book, Thinking Fast and Slow, Daniel Kahneman shows us that we all have two different thinking systems. System 1, which is fast, intuitive, and emotional, and System 2, which is slower, more deliberate, and logical. In today's video, I'm bringing you 7 key lessons from this book that you can apply to your life and see real results. Get ready to change the way you think, decide, and act, and take your life to the next level. The link to buy the book is in the description. Lesson 1. Understand our two systems of thought. To begin, we need to understand these two mental systems. System 1 is the one that acts automatically, like when we read a facial expression and know if the person is happy or sad. On the other hand, System 2 is more rational and requires effort, like when we solve a math problem. The first lesson is, learn to recognize when we are using System 1 or System 2. When an important decision arises, avoid making decisions on autopilot. Engage System 2, question the decision, and calmly evaluate the options. This will help you avoid impulsive mistakes and make better decisions. Lesson 2. Control our unconscious biases. Our minds often play tricks on us through what are called cognitive biases, which are automatic and unconscious mental shortcuts. These biases make us make quick decisions, but often wrong ones. For example, confirmation bias leads us to look for information that confirms our beliefs, ignoring what contradicts them. Practice challenging your own beliefs and look for contrary evidence before reaching a conclusion. When you are reflecting on an important issue, ask yourself if you are being fair or simply confirming what you already believe. This will help you broaden your vision and make more balanced decisions. Lesson 3. Don't confuse correlation with cause and effect. Many times we associate two events just because they happen at the same time, but this doesn't mean that one caused the other. This is a common mistake that leads to misinterpretations and wrong decisions. Kahneman points out that when analyzing any situation, we must remember that correlation is not the same as causality. Before jumping to conclusions, ask yourself, did one event really cause the other, or is it just a coincidence? Adopting this critical mindset can change your perception of reality and help you avoid assumptions and actions based on inaccurate data. Lesson 4. Train our System 2 to increase self-control. Kahneman explains that self-control is like a mental muscle that can be trained. Every time we exercise self-control, whether it's controlling the urge to procrastinate or avoiding an impulse purchase, we are strengthening our System 2. But be careful because self-control gets tired with use. When we are overwhelmed or tired, the quick decisions of System 1 become more tempting. The advice is, plan the most complex tasks for the times of day when you feel most rested and avoid making important decisions when you are mentally exhausted. Lesson 5. Learn to deal with risk and uncertainty. Human beings don't deal well with uncertainty, and we tend to overestimate our ability to predict the future. Kahneman talks about the concept of loss aversion, which makes us avoid risks, even when the chances of winning are greater. A powerful lesson from the book is that we must learn to make more objective risk assessments, based on data, not on the fear of losing. The next time a risky decision arises, ask yourself, what are the real chances of winning and losing? And am I exaggerating the risks out of fear? This helps reduce anxiety and better cope with uncertain situations. Lesson 6. Pay attention to the halo effect. The halo effect is a bias where we form an overall impression of a person or situation based on a specific characteristic. For example, if someone is friendly, we tend to think that person is also competent, even without evidence of it. This can affect your personal and professional relationships, leading you to make hasty judgments. Before making a judgment, ask yourself if you are being influenced by any specific characteristic or by the first impression. Reflecting on this allows you to make more impartial and fair decisions, both in personal relationships and in professional situations. Lesson 7. Value the power of small decisions. Finally, Kahneman shows that small daily decisions, accumulated over time, have a huge impact on our lives. This is the principle of small gains, which added together can lead us to great transformations. Instead of focusing on drastic decisions and radical changes, start valuing the small choices, what you eat, the time you spend learning, how you organize yourself. Small, consistent decisions are more sustainable and have a profound impact in the long run. These 7 lessons from the book Thinking Fast and Slow are an invitation to rethink the way we decide and act. Remember, knowledge is only valuable when it is applied. So choose one of these lessons and start putting it into practice today. Over time, you will see how small adjustments in the way you think and decide can transform your life. If you like this content, give it a thumbs up, and share it with anyone you think needs these lessons. See you next time.